Good morning and welcome to KidNuz. I'm Kevin. Today is Friday, December 3rd, 2021, and we begin with one wrong number, leading a high school basketball team from Pontiac, Michigan, to a football legend. The mistake of a lifetime began when a player named Vinny started a group text to organize practices. But when he messed up one digit, the first outgoing group message landed in the phone of Tampa Bay Buccaneers cornerback Sean Murphy Bunting. After a few confusing exchanges, Sean decided to up the fun with a selfie from the Bucs locker room, followed by a FaceTime walk and talk with Tampa Bay stars Leonard Fournette, Mike Evans, Rob Gronkowski, Richard Sherman, and 10 minutes later, the GOAT. Tom Brady had no idea who was on the other end, but joined the call with a, "What's up, fellas?" It was at that point witnesses say that the boys basically lost their minds. Mr. Brady says he was happy to participate and happier still that the team was from Michigan, which is where he played in college. It's a weather record that no one is celebrating. Denver, Colorado has entered December without measurable snow, something that hasn't happened since at least 1882. Not only that, but according to CNN, the city's gone 225 straight days without any real snowfall. Is it time to worry? Not yet. Just because the normally chilly city is off to a slow start doesn't mean it can't catch up. It typically gets 8 inches of snow in December, which would translate to several feet in the mountains where ski resorts are anxious to get up and running. 2 more cases of the Omicron variant have surfaced in the U.S. One in Minnesota, in a fully vaccinated person who hadn't traveled internationally but just returned from a huge convention in New York City, and another in Colorado in a vaccinated woman just back from Southern Africa. Health experts aren't surprised. They believe the strain is already circulating throughout the U.S. In response, the White House announced yesterday that it's extending its mask requirement on planes, trains, and buses until at least mid-March. Germany is cracking down even harder. Yesterday, the country announced a nationwide lockdown for anyone unvaccinated, and may make shots mandatory starting in February. Austria and Greece are reportedly also considering a vaccine requirement. A swing and a miss for baseball fans. For the first time in 26 years, the league has locked out its players. What's that mean? It's like a big off-season cold shoulder from the owners to those who take the field. A meeting to reach some sort of agreement before Wednesday's midnight deadline reportedly lasted only 7 minutes before falling apart. So, now those who run the teams cannot trade players or so much as talk to them. MLB.com even took photos of its biggest stars off its site and replaced the images with black silhouettes. The challenge now will be for both sides to find common ground by early March to avoid a strike that could sink the 2022 season. Ghost-busting plasma guns and cow poop might sound like an odd combination, but together, they might help solve part of the climate crisis. Cow gas, as KidNuz listeners know, is a significant contributor to global warming. Now, a Norwegian tech company may have an answer. It started zapping cow pies with artificial lightning to trap the methane. Fresh, undertail droppings are scooped into a shipping container-sized machine, which releases nitrogen and scorches the poop with a bolt of plasma. The process reportedly reduces methane emissions by 99%, and levels of ammonia, another potent cow emission, by at least 90%. What's more, the brown sludge that comes out of the device is an odorless, organic fertilizer that can then be spread on fields to boost crop growth. It's early stages, but sounds like a win-win. That's it for KidNuz this morning. Now, today's KidNuz quiz. What sport is now in a lockout? Major League Baseball, for the first time in 26 years. Zapping cow poop with what might help curb global warming? Artificial lightning made from plasma. We'll all have to wear masks on planes, trains, and buses until when? At least mid-March. A wrong digit in a group text led high school basketball players into the locker room of what NFL team? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In today's KidNuz kicker, there's no denying that Taylor Swift has manners. The pop star's 10-minute single All Too Well is the longest song to ever top the Billboard charts, and she celebrated the moment by sending flowers to the man she dethroned, American Pie singer Don McLean, holder of the record for the past 50 years. In the note, she graciously said, "I will never forget I'm standing on the shoulders of giants." In other music news, it's Spotify Wrapped season, which means social feeds are full of people's listening stats and favorite artists. Who took honors for the most worldwide streams this year? According to Spotify, Olivia Rodrigo's Driver's License, which led the song category with 1.1 billion streams. The most streamed artist, however, was Bad Bunny with 9.1 billion streams, followed by Taylor Swift and BTS. Before we go, it's time to shout out our teachers, starting with Ms. Reck and her wonderful Woody Woodchucks at Horace Mann in Oak Park, Illinois. Ms. White at Raynham Middle School in Raynham, Massachusetts. Ms. Clapp at Colchester Middle School in Colchester, Vermont. Miss Chimera at Southside in Buffalo, New York. And Mrs. Wong at Wilson in San Gabriel, California. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to take our weekend review quiz, and we'll see you back here for more Kid News Monday morning.